Hello and welcome to this latest edition of Canutillo Convos, the official Canutillo podcast. We are here with Dr. Galaviz, our superintendent of schools, and I'm Gustavo Reveles, the director of communications. We are coming to you on the days following the election. It was election day, and it was a disappointing day for us, Doc. We have obviously had that bond election out there, and the community did not come out in support of the bond election. Unfortunately, we were not able to convince enough people to support it.
You can't always get what you want.
Well, we did it.
You can't always. Hey, that's the greatest thing about this country. People have a voice and they have a vote, and it's not to be angry or to, are you disappointed? Yeah. Are you happy? Yeah. You have all these emotions because again, those kids the next day on Wednesday, they don't care.
Yep.
They don't care.
That's right.
Running around pre-K from 12th grade, they don't care. They're going to come to our schools regardless. Because again, we gave this community 3 A's in a row, best small school district. We're going to put our heads up high. We're going to serve. And that's what we're here. That's the greatest thing about this country. When my parents came here in 1954 with no formal education, for opportunity, because you voted against the bond, and we're gonna tell you that growth is coming, and we're gonna have to make some decisions.
Well,
go ahead.
Yeah, that's critical here, because you're right. We have to, school open up on Wednesday as normal. Kids came in, got their education, moved on. But the reality is that even though this bond failed, the need remains. That doesn't go away. We still have the need to provide safe and secure learning. We still have the need to address growth in the area. We still have schools that are in bad disrepair. So we're gonna have to make some difficult choices here.
We are, and again, we're not going to get any help from the state of Texas. The funding formula is the way it is. We're not going to get help with our growth or our buildings or our infrastructure. We're going to have to look for other solutions when it comes to enrollment, when it comes to growth, and also being competitive, because you still have to be competitive to the other ISDs that are not experiencing this or are okay with dipping into their savings account and taking away that money for future needs. So again, these are all decisions that are going to have to be made, that will be made as a community. They'll be made as, very inclusive, if you will, because again, these are all our kids. This is our community. This is my community. My kids went here. Again, this is not for today. We're really going to have to think for tomorrow. Think hard.
And that's precisely it. We're gonna have to come to the table, and I know when you and I spoke earlier this week, we talked about everything being on the table. Like it's come to it's 2 years in a row that the community has said they don't want to support a bond, and that means we have to come up with options that may be difficult to digest for us.
And that's just crazy. Even Proposition B, I'm allowed to talk open, right? I don't have to hold back.
Well, no, we're not. We don't have a campaign anymore, so
no one's going to report me. Even Proposition B, our board, our district went out on a limb and borrowed money. Thinking of the goodwill of our kids and making sure that they had a device and connectivity. And even that, it's crazy. And as a parent whose kid never had a one-to-one device, my kid, again, went to AMS, went to Canutillo High School. One-to-one device was only for Northwest, which is fine. It's okay. But even those parents that voted against the bond, and your kid has a device, at least Proposition B. Give me Proposition B, because we're gonna have to pay for that.
Yeah.
That doesn't go away. So that it doesn't go into long-term debt. I just can't say, hey, governor, please help me, because that's the assumption we made when we went out and got that loan to secure those devices. And now we're going to continue that, because we're going to continue to push. But that's about what, 1.1 million to 1.7?
1.1 million every year.
Yeah, 1.1 million that we gonna have to take out of our operating, our maintenance and operation to pay that bill. And so, another on top of that, you're gonna have to, we got those roofs that still need to be repaired, so we may have to take out of our savings account in order to pay for that. So again, everything's on the table, but please give me Proposition B, that your kids are opening every day with those Apple computers and laptop devices that they're using.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, my kid never got it, but your kids are, and you're experiencing something for free, and that's crazy.
And the way I would explain it to the public is, it is an expense that we were happy to take on, because it helped us keep that A rating. It helped our students remain connected and remain and to lessen that learning loss that was so prevalent during the pandemic. It didn't impact us as hard as it could have, because our kids were connected, because we gave our kids connectivity and access to instruction, where they may not have had it, and many of our families maybe didn't have the resources to have it. So the foresight was a positive one, and the foresight on behalf of the district was a good one, and now, now we're being, we were asking for some relief and helping pay for that, but obviously it didn't resonate with the public. You mentioned these difficult decisions and the impact to the general fund, and unfortunately that's where it's going to have to come from, and this is and this
have to come from somewhere.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. I mean, and we only have one pot of money, right? And that pot is the general fund. And I hope we're going to communicate this to the community and to the employees. But I mean, that's the same pot of money that pays for student programs. It's the same pot of money that pays for our health insurance matching funds, and it's obviously the same pot of money that pays for our salary increases. So this is something to keep in mind as we go about making these tough decisions.
And you know what? They're not tough decisions, because they're factual decisions.
Right.
These are based on facts, and that's why a factual decision is not hard. It's just, this is what the data says. This is you have high cholesterol. What do? Stop. You gotta cut down on your diet, exercise more. It's the fact. Your numbers say this. And this is what you have to do in order to get there. How do we want to get there? Because this is the number we need to get at. Right now, 1.1 million we have to pay every year. And we've been doing very well with our financing and paying that. But that's going to deplete. And so we're going to have to dip into our maintenance operation in order to get there. So if we want to add raises, well, now you're adding another about 1.1 million, depending on the percentage. You want to fix the roofs on our buildings, now you're adding another millions of dollars. And yeah, we can get there, and I'm willing to get there, but you're going to have to cut. And what are you willing to cut? And I can cut, it doesn't matter, it's factual. So they're not tough, they're just decisions that have to be made.
Well, they're definitely important decisions.
But
right.
But they're decisions that have to be made based on the outcome.
Right.
And we kept telling them, if the bond passes, we can do more, we can do, again. But if it doesn't pass, then you have to take a different path, and other decisions have to be made. And there's consequences, right? For every decision, every result, there's consequences, and there's a path that you have to move forward, because the goal is to move forward. Because those kids, right, when they're 18, 19, that leave our schools, society don't care. Society doesn't care whether a bond passed or not passed. These graduates, can they think, can they process, are they going to be successful citizens in this country that we call the United States? So either way, our mission remains true, but now we're going to have to do it within a certain budget. We're really going to have to be really tight. And we're going to come to our new school board, we have new trustees, and say, hey, we're going to have to make decisions and come together as a team to do what's right, not based on emotion. Because again, as you know from EPISD, no one likes to close the school, right? Everyone comes out with their little banners, please don't close my school, give me a raise, give me that. Well, you know what? Everything is on the table. Everything is on the table.
Yeah, these are, and this is what I mean by difficult, right? I mean, they are factual, but making a decision that impacts community is not always easy. And to help us navigate through those, we're going to have a new school board members, some school new board members. The community elected 3 new trustees, and we want to congratulate them. Miss Cindy Carrillo, Miss Lucy Borrego, and Miss Brianne Barnes were elected to the school board. That decision also means that we have 2 outgoing trustees that serve the community well, Mr. Sal Payan and Ms. Lori Searles. We wish them luck and thank them for their service as well to the community. We're gonna be swearing in new trustees on Tuesday, Doc.
Isn't that crazy? And then don't forget Mr. Tristan Hernandez, who volunteered to be appointed and devote his young UTEP time to help serve the community. But again, I think anytime a board member, and Ms. Searles, Mr. Payanos, and any past board members, it's a ride. It really is. It's a journey, and you're really here. You're going to be part of a team. And I think a lot of things, and then Gus, what we've heard is we need a united board. We need a united trustees to come together, regardless of your differing opinions. Let's bring them together to create a better tomorrow, a better vision. Because only when we open our minds up to new ideas, and that's why it's going to be exciting having 3 new trustees, because you get 3 different perspectives on the way they view education should be, how to educate,
and it's also exciting, creates opportunities for new community members to come and engage with us and come and engage with the great staff that we have, learn more about the amazing things that are happening in our schools, and what's led us to be that AAA rated school district, that best small school district here. There's a lot that goes into what we do here. And there's a lot that goes behind the closed doors as well. They'll get to better understand some of the complexities that come with operating a school district like this one.
Yeah, I just hope it's not about self, like a quality board. It's not about self or your voting base or your agendas you're bringing in. It's really about team. And team Canutillo, team, what are you bringing to the table to add value? Add value and not take away. Let's add value to each other's lives and to our kids' lives. Because ultimately, it's about the kids and our teachers.
Well, and we started off the school year with saying kids deserve it, right? And Canutillo kids deserve it, and I think that's what they deserve.
Yeah. Speaking of kids, I kind of wonder how's our three little Josiah and Sal.
Oh, so Ava was out there helping us with the bond this
little Miss Ava.
She was very cute out there trying to rally voters to the polls. So she's out doing great, and Ava helped us out a lot as well. Fatima from AMN helped us out a lot as well. I haven't seen Josiah or
Sal?
Sal, in a while, but we should check in with them.
Yeah, we should. We should have lunch in December with them.
Yes.
Just to check in and see what they're going on. See what's happening in their life now that Sal's in 8th grade? He's 8th grader?
Yeah, he's headed.
They're all 8th
Headed over
graders
to
now,
high school.
aren't they?
Headed over to high school soon.
Yeah, so
But they have the day off tomorrow, Doc.
Huh?
They have the day off tomorrow. It's Veterans Day.
Oh yeah.
Happy Veterans Day to you.
Happy Veterans Day.
You know, you're a veteran yourself.
Say, can you see? Yeah.
It's an important day. It's an important day, and our community really does well in celebrating it. We were out and about at several schools this week, welcoming veterans and welcoming parents who serve currently. Our schools do a really good job of celebrating this day and honoring those who serve.
Yeah, and in our you know, it's like your head, right? Your head looks like you just came out of basic training. It's all shit.
I'm bald, yes.
Like, what's your name, boy? Yeah, you know, and it's really an honor. It's an honor to serve this country. This country it's really about diversity and diverse ideas and that's what brought this country together. But again, I think we're getting away from embracing our differences, embracing our different ideas and the ways of living, and just coming together and being one. And that's why I'm looking forward to, you know, with this new board is, you know, let's come together and be one. And, you know, for Fatima, Ava, and Sal, and Josiah, those kids deserve it as well as all our other babies.
Yeah, it's you know, I think that's part of what makes this country great. It's being able to work through differences and you know, embracing those differences in an effort to really create a better community. You know, and Canutillo is prime example of it. You know, I think we rally behind our own, and we're going to continue to do that no matter, you know, how differently we come, you know, politically, religiously, or socially. We still come together as and bleed orange over here.
Yeah, and I think, you know, that's the detrimental effects, the social detrimental effects of what COVID has done. It really created that isolation and of our ideals, and being afraid of each other and being afraid of new ideas. And hopefully now that we're coming out, we start to embrace, you know, who, like you said, embrace different political ideas, embrace different religions, embrace, you know, different ways of life, different perspectives. So,
yeah.
Looking forward to this new beginning, you know.
Well, there's only one way to go.
Hey, depends on who's asking. Depends on who's asking. You know, I like to give a shout out to, we play in the playoffs today at 6:00.
We'll be there. We'll be there having fun and hopefully celebrating an Eagles win. Coach Brooks, good luck. Boys, good luck. And we'll be back next week with another episode of Canutillo Convos.
Yeah. Hopefully a Packers win over the Cowboys.
That is something I would welcome.
Good to see you. Thanks, Gus. Thanks,
Thank you, everyone.
All right,
Have a happy Veterans Day.
All right.